It's like so crazy. I don't even watch it.
Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi were once the picture-perfect Hollywood couple, until it all came crashing down. Their shocking split has left fans reeling, but the real bombshell? Portia never saw it coming. So, what really went wrong? Was it the pressure of fame, the cracks in their marriage, or something much deeper? For years, they put on a united front, but behind closed doors, their love was slowly unraveling. Now, we're looking into the real reasons behind their breakup, and why Portia's emotional reaction has everyone talking. From their whirlwind romance to the silent struggles that tore them apart, this is the untold story of Ellen and Portia's marriage. How did it all fall apart? And what's next for both of them? Stay tuned, because this is one breakup Hollywood won't forget.
In your eyes. Oh my God! Welcome to Portia's birthday party.
A love story that started with secrecy before they became one of Hollywood's most celebrated LGBTQ+ couples. Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi's love story was shrouded in secrecy and fear. They first met in 2000, and the connection was instant, but Portia wasn't ready to come out. At the time, Hollywood was far less accepting, and she feared that revealing her truth could destroy her career. Despite her feelings for Ellen, she hid them for years, choosing silence over love, but fate had other plans. By 2004, Portia could no longer deny her feelings. She found the courage to embrace her love for Ellen, and from that moment on, they became inseparable. Their romance flourished, and just 4 years later, in 2008, they exchanged vows in an intimate California ceremony, becoming a powerful symbol of LGBTQ+ love and acceptance.
Never know how much I love you. Never know how much.
To the world, they seemed like the perfect couple, a love story for the ages. But behind closed doors, things weren't as perfect as they seemed. The pressures of Ellen's growing empire, Portia's personal battles, and the weight of maintaining a flawless public image would soon begin to tear them apart, leading to a heartbreaking ending that no one saw coming.
The one time that was the most significant was during a photo shoot, actually. I just walked over to say hello to her, and
Fame, success, and the strain on their marriage. Ellen DeGeneres became a household name, the queen of daytime TV, the face of kindness, laughter, and positivity. But behind the cameras, things weren't so perfect. While Ellen's career skyrocketed, Portia de Rossi struggled in the shadows. She was a talented actress, but no matter what she did, she was always seen as Ellen's wife. Hollywood had its favorites, and it was clear who the spotlight belonged to.
It's a very different experience working for a woman. She is so, she's just so aware of.
But career struggles weren't the only issue. Portia was fighting battles no one could see. She had long struggled with eating disorders and mental health challenges, trying to keep up appearances while dealing with the weight of her own personal demons. Ellen supported her, but let's be real. How much support can you give when you're running a billion-dollar empire? The talk show, the brand, the constant demand to be on, it left little room for deep emotional connection.
And I'm so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll...
And just like that, distance crept in. The once inseparable couple started drifting apart. Arguments became routine. Portia felt sidelined, while Ellen was drowning in the pressures of her own success. They tried to fix it. Therapy, time apart, romantic getaways. But the damage had already been done. The cracks only deepened.
Before we get to the questions in the audience, I think it's interesting when you were at 80 pounds and you looked in the mirror and you saw, like you said, you had the foresight to say, I got to cover my arms. People think they're too thin.
Ellen's public image versus private reality. One of the biggest issues in Ellen and Portia's marriage? Ellen's public image. For years, Ellen was America's sweetheart, the face of kindness and positivity. But behind the scenes, a different story. Reports of her being controlling, demanding, and even cruel started surfacing. Then came the workplace toxicity scandal that shattered her reputation. And guess who got dragged into the mess? Portia. Portia had spent years trying to build her own identity, but suddenly, she wasn't just Ellen's wife. She was the wife of a woman accused of being fake. The backlash was brutal. Fans turned on Ellen overnight. And Portia, she had to deal with it all. Then, people noticed something strange. Portia started disappearing. No more red carpets, no more interviews, no more smiling next to Ellen. Was she done with the marriage? Was she being forced to stay silent?
Baby, what are you doing? I'm watching the time because Game of Games starts tomorrow night and I don't want to miss it, so I'm just, anxious watching it.
Ellen tried to laugh off the rumors, but the cracks were impossible to hide. The more she denied the problems, the clearer it became. Their love story wasn't a fairy tale anymore, and fans, they saw right through it. Portia couldn't hold back. Her tears, Ellen's confession, changed everything. For years, Ellen and Portia fought to keep their marriage alive. They tried everything: therapy, romantic getaways, and even public reassurances that they were stronger than ever. But behind closed doors, they were barely holding on. The truth was undeniable. They were growing apart. Ellen, after decades in the spotlight, was ready to embrace a quieter life. She wanted to step away from Hollywood, retire, and just exist. But Portia? She had already moved on in her mind.
Lady, when you're with me, I'm smiling.
While Ellen was slowing down, Portia was rebuilding herself. She found new passions: art, philanthropy, and a life outside of Ellen's shadow. For the first time in years, she was rediscovering who she was without Ellen. And then it happened. After years of trying to keep their struggles private, Ellen spoke out about their failing marriage publicly. Portia was devastated.
So we've been married. This is our 7-month anniversary today.
Yes,
Isn't
it
that amazing?
The woman she had spent nearly 2 decades loving had just exposed their deepest struggles to the world. And just like that, the breakup became messy, emotional, and painfully public. In a rare moment, Portia broke down. And suddenly, the whole world knew this wasn't just another Hollywood breakup. This was heartbreak. Portia's heartbreak, Ellen's public confession, was the last straw. When Ellen finally confirmed their split, she did what she does best: put it out there for the world to see. And Portia? She was blindsided. Sources close to the actress revealed that she had hoped for privacy, wanting to handle the separation quietly so they could both heal without the media circus. But Ellen's public admission shattered that hope in an instant.
Congrats on season 5 of Scandal, and I'm so happy that we get to see more of your character, and especially this first episode. Yeah. Such a badass. I love it. She's such a baller.
Yeah, she is. I mean,
According to insiders, Portia was devastated. While she had accepted the end of their marriage, she wasn't ready for the world to tear it apart, piece by piece. Suddenly, their most personal struggles were headline news, and Portia was forced to relive every painful moment in public.
Be an actress, openly gay, and working just shows people that they can do it too, and it's not going to be the end of the world.
she broke down in tears, overwhelmed by the reality of it all. Not just because she had lost Ellen, but because she had lost the entire life they built together. Portia had given nearly 2 decades to this relationship, and now it was being picked apart by strangers. She never wanted this, and now she had no choice but to watch the world judge the most painful moment of her life.
What am I doing in my retirement, you may ask? Well, I'm putting together a shower chair, and it seems easy.
Wait, I've done it.
The internet's reaction. The internet is buzzing with reactions to Ellen and Portia's shocking split, and fans are completely divided. On one side, Portia's supporters argue that she sacrificed too much for the marriage. They believe she spent years living in Ellen's shadow, putting her own dreams aside to support her wife's career. To them, this divorce is a chance for Portia to finally step into the spotlight on her own terms. Then, there are Ellen's defenders, who insist that she gave everything to the relationship. They point out that sometimes, even the strongest love stories don't have a happy ending. Divorce happens, they say. Ellen loved her, but love isn't always enough. And of course, there are the heartbroken fans who just can't believe it's over. To them, Ellen and Portia were one of Hollywood's most iconic couples, a symbol of love and resilience. Now, that fairy tale has come crashing down. Regardless of where people stand, one thing is clear: this breakup has left fans shocked and heartbroken.
Montecito is under complete evacuation, the entire town. This is the 5-year anniversary.
What happens next? The future of Ellen and Portia. Now that their marriage is officially over, the big question is, what's next for Ellen and Portia? Ellen has already stepped away from television, choosing a quieter life out of the spotlight. But will she stay away for good? Some believe she might make a grand comeback, whether through a new talk show, a documentary, or a tell-all book. Others think she's done with Hollywood for good, finally ready to embrace a low-profile lifestyle. As for Portia, this could be the beginning of an exciting new chapter. She's focusing on her creative passions, diving deeper into art and philanthropy, and, for the first time in years, putting herself first. But what about love? Will Portia find someone new? And will Ellen ever open up more about what really led to their split? One thing's for sure, fans are desperate for answers. But for now, all they can do is wait and watch as the next chapter of their lives unfolds.
Now, I wanted to get you guys' thoughts on this. The Dolce & Gabbana comments that they made about same-sex parenting. What did you think when you heard that?
Very unfortunate. Yeah. Very unfortunate.
The final verdict. Is this really the end? After nearly 2 decades together, Ellen and Portia's love story is officially over. While their marriage was filled with beautiful moments and deep love, it ultimately couldn't withstand the pressure of fame, personal struggles, and emotional distance. Portia is still processing the heartbreak, while Ellen has already moved forward. But will they ever truly let go of each other? Or is there still a chance for reconciliation? We want to hear your thoughts. Is Ellen at fault for the breakup? Did Portia sacrifice too much for their relationship? Or was this just a love story that ran its course? Drop a comment below, and let's talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the latest updates on Hollywood's most shocking breakups.